Sweet, so we finally got a trajectory over to the moon. We've got a really nice and low periapsis. Hey guys, Spacefish here, bringing you all another episode of Kerbal Space Program in the career mode. Last episode, if you guys remember, we actually finally got back from orbit around Kerb and got some research data, and I think we actually used everything. I'm not quite sure what we actually... Yeah, we researched advanced rocketry and I think like basic science. No, this one we did electrics with the solar panels. So we got some good scientific data out of that. I'm not quite sure if I'm totally happy yet though. If I do have all the parts I need for the moon. I think so, but I'll have a second look later on. Now, last episode, I was debating on whether we would go straight to the moon or actually do something else, because in the research and development facility, if you upgrade this, if you upgrade this, you can collect surface samples, which for going to the moon I felt was quite important. But I just had another look at my contract, and if you have a look at this contract, which is Explore the Moon, it does not say we're supposed to land on the moon. We're supposed to do a flyby, we are supposed to return from a flyby, and we're supposed to gather scientific data from the moon, which I assume means that we need to be in orbit around the moon, and, well, do some kind of crew report, EVA report, whatever, something like that. Or just like use some scientific instruments, and that will probably be enough, I hope. So that's what we're going to do this episode. I think this money would be enough actually. I'm not quite sure. Is this like I'm not sure if this is actually like a summary of these rewards. If I like sum these up and deduct the advance, or if I get these rewards plus that one. Would be cool if I did. If not, it's not too sad either. I think we can definitely work with this. So we're gonna go and create some kind of vehicle which will get us to the moon, into like at least into orbit around the moon. Will enable us to get some good science out of that, and will enable us to get back to Kerbal and land safely. I hope I'm gonna be doing alright, because I don't know guys, I feel since like the newer versions of KSP, something went like very wrong with the aerodynamics. Maybe it's just that I'm not used to it, but it's kind of itchy for me sometimes. I just don't feel it quite yet, so I'll have to work out some kind of plan to actually get into orbit with a good amount of fuel left, because that's what I was struggling with previously. But we'll go ahead and we'll try that this episode. Now, I don't think we've got any other contracts left to take right here. That would be interesting to us. No. We'll just keep it like this for the time being. What else do we have for contracts though? We've got the... Oh, okay, no. I might have a look at the stack separator, but as far as I remember, it was pretty small tiny thing, so I'm not quite sure yet what I'm looking to use that for, but we'll have a look. We'll get into the VAB, we'll go ahead and get ourselves some kind of rocket assembled that will hopefully go ahead and get us to the moon. Hey guys, it's Spacefish here once again. So this whole thing of actually testing the rocket and making sure this thing gets to the moon actually took me quite a bit longer than I anticipated. All the building and everything took quite some time. As you guys probably know, I'm still not very used to the new aerodynamics in KSP, so I actually needed quite a bit of time to deliver on a good Lunar rocket. That's the reason why I actually cut out the audio at this part, and I'm going to go ahead and put you guys into a little time lapse so you guys can just see a quick version of how I built the rocket, what I ended up doing, and it's not going to take like 30 or 40 minutes it actually took me to show you guys what I did. So I hope you like this new time-lapse version of me doing things. I know you guys already know that from Planet Coaster, I hope you guys will like it in Kerbal Space Program as well. If you do, let me know down below in the comments. And with that said, I'm going to drop you guys right into the time lapse. Have fun, enjoy.
You only want to chase the feeling again. Let's be friends. You only need what's best for you and not them. Don't pretend. Now I don't wanna lose sleep, thinking about everything we could be. Let's just see what comes to be. She said we're all made in Hollywood, fake loving and hating on silver screens, believing everything we come to see. Go outside, it feels so good. We're loving and hating and making scenes. Now we just see everything we believe. We just see everything. We just see everything we believe. We just see everything we believe. We just see everything. We just see everything we believe. We just see everything. You seem so rehearsed, but do you really care? I always feel like you're never aware. You're a part of me, but we're so apart. Where is your heart? Now I don't wanna lose sleep, thinking about everything we could be. Let's just see what comes to be. She said we're all made in Hollywood, fake loving and hating on silver screens, believing everything we come to see. Go outside, it feels so good. We're loving and hating and making scenes. Now we just see everything we believe. We just see everything.
in, and now we're running down the halls. No, we can't let them win. There's an evil inside that is lurking way down below, and if I can't hold to my breath, then I'm bound to become hollow. Can you say that I disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you when you went into hiding on the front steps of your porch? And I reflected on the memories, but I put out that torch. Hey! But I put out that torch. places and a million different heights. I'll climb the tallest of the mountains, the highest place I find, so that I can look over at before me what is mine. Can you say that I disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you when you went into hiding?
Alright guys, welcome back to another launch where I hope we'll finally get to them. I just put like 2 more fuel tanks on here. We've got the tracking station upgraded, so hopefully this time we'll actually see the matched paths of our rockets and the moon. Let's go ahead, launch right away in 3, 2, 1, and launch. So there we go, looking fine. I'm gonna get the engines down to 1/4 again. Just gonna let the solid fuel boosters do some work for us. And I hope, I seriously hope everything's gonna be doing well this run, because I really want to get to the moon, Jesus Christ. And this has been quite some work to actually research, quite some work to get the proper rockets going. I'm still kind of sad that I cannot transfer fuel for whatever reason, but I guess there's something I still need to upgrade, research, I'm not quite sure. I'm just ramped up my engine to full power, as you guys probably saw, to try and get some good speed going before we get rid of the solid fuel boosters. Now we're just going to keep going at maximum thrust to get some good altitude going for us. Now, I'm still not sure. I feel it's these engines that actually mess us up a little bit. Maybe it was actually just the decoupling of the solid fuel boosters, but we were wiggling there for a few seconds. That was quite scary, but I guess everything is alright. And this time we actually got quite some more surface speed going, so I feel we're going to have more fuel in the end as well. That's going to be real nice. I'm very happy about that. I hope that's going to work out well for us this time. Just going to get some vertical speed going for the time being. We're already at 32,000 meters of an apoapsis. I feel this is going much better than before. The 2 extra fuel tanks did quite some work for us, I think. So that's really nice. I'm not going to tilt us over that much anymore, I think, guys. Just a little bit. Because I don't need that much horizontal speed right now. I just want to get out of the atmosphere as much as I can, because I do not want to use these engines too much within the atmosphere. That's just like so inefficient, guys. Okay, so we're already on the orbit camera and the orbit mode. That's really nice. I'm going to tilt the rocket over to 45 degrees now. And this stage is going to run out soon. There we go. Use the other engines now. And now we're getting ourselves to we're getting ourselves into space, and then I'm gonna shut down the engines right away to save as much fuel as I can, but we're gonna end up with quite a bit more fuel this time, I think, so that's gonna be really nice. Now, just a few thousand more meters to go. I hope everything's going fine here, looks like it. So, yeah, where's the moon at? Here you are. I want to go visit you. But I've got to say, guys, without the navigation tool, it's actually quite hard to get to the moon. Like, I've done it before that was even existent in KSP, so I know about what to do to get to the moon. But it's still a hard thing to actually get going again after all that time, so I do hope that I'm gonna do everything right and I'm not gonna mess up everything. So that's gonna be some good amounts of work. Now we just got above the atmosphere with our apoapsis, so I'm just gonna wait for a few seconds here till we're finally in space, and then we're gonna go and get burning again. So right around now. There goes the space music as well. Sweet. So, I'm just going to keep us burning here. Hope I'm not going to fall back into the atmosphere. I would not like that. but I think we're going to be totally fine right here. Now, well, the biggest struggle right now is probably going to be getting ourselves to the moon, because fuel, while we're still using quite a bit of fuel with the stage that I was intending just for the transfer, I feel the fuel should be totally fine. Now, we'll see about that. But I think for the moon lander, I'll have to rework the launch stage some more so we actually get enough fuel to be able to land on the moon as well. Because I feel with this stage, we're going to make it into orbit around the moon. We're hopefully also going to be able to return. That's an important part. I don't want to leave Jev out there for ages till we ever get over there again. But yeah, I do hope that everything's going to go well for this transfer. I'm actually not having as much fuel as I would have hoped for, but alright, I don't want to time warp too quickly. I'm gonna keep burning right here. Get that orbit rounded up. And then we'll go ahead and see if we can't finally get ourselves over to the moon. Because that's obviously the goal of this episode. That's what I'm working towards. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, we're out of the atmosphere. That's good. Don't need to waste any more fuel. Now I just need to wait for us to be at a good spot to get to the moon. I feel it needs to be somewhat over there-ish when we're like here. So we're gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to do this real slowly and calmly, because I don't want to mess this up. I feel something like this should be fine, right? Well, just a little bit further, actually. Something like that is going to be doing well for us, I think. Let me get to the... Actually, if I do this... Yeah, if I do that, he's just going to do it himself. That's really nice. Sweet feature. Can I turn that off? Guess not. Okay. Now we're gonna burn all the way along. Try and get our apoapsis out real far. Whenever I hear these other engines flaming out, I'll need to decouple them. Actually, I don't really quite want to decouple them because they do have the decoupler on there for our contract. So, if I can, I would like to keep them until we coast out of Kerbal range, but I don't think I hear them flaming out yet. So it's definitely nice. Now, oh, okay. Got them on periapses. If we burn more, we're closing that in. That's nice. Sweet. That actually worked out real well. 130, 110, 96, 74, 54, 39, 26. That's gonna be perfect. Sweet. So we finally got a trajectory over to the moon. We've got a really nice and low periapsis, and we've got some fuel left. I'm not gonna go for an orbit around the moon, because we're literally like coasting on a sliver of fuel, but we've got enough. Jeb, you're going over to the moon. I hope you're happy. I definitely am. Alright guys, this is going to end the first part of our journey to the moon. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, hit that like button down below. Also, let me know down below in the comments how you like this time lapse, if you would like to see it in future episodes of Kerbal Space Program. And as always, if you did not do so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more videos and some awesome new stuff. And with that said, I'll see you all in the next episode.